ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण. So I welcome all of you to our weekly online class on Bhagavad Gita. After a long time again, we are joining for our Gita discussions. We have been discussing chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita till I remember 16 verse we have completed the third chapter. So just a quick recap. In the third chapter, Krishna is telling to Arjuna about Karma Yoga, because our Arjuna is quite perplexed and confused about his duties. So Krishna is telling about Karma Yoga, and in that Karma Yoga also is explaining about Niskam Karma Yoga, like how to perform the activities without uh, attachment to the results. That is the concept Krishna is explaining right now. And the same concept with different angle from different perspective, Krishna is explaining here in this sloka, in these verses. So we'll recite today's verse, chapter 3, verse number 17. We'll recite and we'll try to study and understand this verse. 3.17. Yastu atma ratir eva syat atma triptascha manava आत्मनि एव च संतुष्टः तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते. So in this sloka, in Krishna is telling to Arjuna, yastu atma ratir eva syat. So Arjuna is thinking so many varieties of alag different ideology, whether I should do this or that, what is best for me. So Krishna is directly hitting to the point. Krishna is telling this, look, Arjun, yastu atma ratir eva syat. The person who is Atma Rati means what? Atma means your soul, Atma. Rati means what? Affection or attraction or a connection. The person who is attracted to Atma. Okay. Yastu Atma Ratir eva syat. The person who is attracted to Atma tripta manava. And that person is tripta. Tripta means like one who is satisfied in himself. That is called tripta. The person who is attracted to the Atma, the soul, or the person who is a tripta means self-satisfied person. That is called Atma Drupta. The person who is a self-satisfied person, Atmani evacha santushta. And then only he can be self-satisfied, santushta. Otherwise, it's not possible only. The person who is connected to the Atma, attracted to the Atma, satisfied in the Atma, and Atmani evacha santushta, completely satisfied with the Atma, tasya karyam na vidyate. Nothing for him is means he doesn't desire anything to do in this material world. Why? Because he is satisfied in the heart, has nothing to do in the regard to fulfilling the desire. So very important concept Krishna is telling. Sometimes people think that if I'll earn good amount of money, then I may be happy. Somebody may think that if I'll become a master degree holder or a doctorate degree holder or a postdoc, then I will be happy. And somebody may think that if I'll have a bungalow in the Malabar Hill, then I'll become happy. So different people see all these expectations are not bad, but generally the mind always makes you think by comparing with others. And then you think that he has four wheeler, I have a two wheeler. If I have a four wheeler, then I will be happy because I think he is happy. But if you ask that person, he will tell, "Are yaar, he is a Mercedes Benz. I am just a Maruti Suzuki. If I have a Mercedes Benz, then I will happy." So that's how the whole, if you see the cycle of happiness, everyone is comparing himself with the other. And the happiness index is based on this comparison index. And that's how nobody is happy in reality. It's a relative happiness, whatever you are getting. So here Krishna is telling, hey, Atma Tripta. But if a person is satisfied in the soul, in the Atma, in the heart, so the happiness, what is coming in the heart, that is not coming by comparing with other. That is coming from the soul itself. And that is called spiritual happiness. Otherwise, that story comes na. Uh, the crow was thinking that I am the most ugliest bird in the whole species. I see nobody looks at me, nobody loves me. Wherever I go, they just chase me out. So the crow was totally in depression. And then the crow thinks that just see this white color bird swan, how beauty it is, white color. I'm a black, totally 180-degree opposite. So he must be very happy bird. So the crow goes to the swan and tells the swan, my dear sir, I think you are the most happiest among all the birds. Swan says that, oh, no, no, sir, you are confused. I am not happy one. How? You are so neat and clean. You are so white. You look so nice. I'm just see pitch dark and you are white. I think you are the happiest bird. Swan, oh, no, no, no. There is another bird. He is the more happy. How? See, just see at me. I have only one color. Look at parrot. He has two color, bicolor. Parrot has green and red also, na? Neckline. So the parrot has two colors. So parrot is more happy than myself. So go to the parrot. I'm not the happiest bird. So then the crow thinks that, okay, let me go to the parrot. So the crow goes to the parrot. Like, oh, my dear sir, you are the most happiest bird. So the parrot said, who told you? The swan told. Arey, what he knows? I am not the happiest one. What? You are not the happiest one? The parrot tells that the more happiest there is another bird. He is the most happiest. Well, who's that? Well, just see. I have only two colors. One is green color, my kurta color. Another is the red color, my neck beat. So only two colors. So go to peacock. Just see the colors in the peacock, multicolor, such a nice. Peacock is the most happiest bird in the whole creation. So then the crow thinks, okay, let me go to a peacock. And then the crow goes to find a peacock. And the crow tries his level best to find a peacock, but is not able to find only. Because peacocks are not generally to find outside. Because peacocks are very rare and they are very preserved and you can't find in general. In Govardhan Eco Village, we have two peacocks. People come, you can see near the Goshala. They are there. So the crow is searching everywhere. He didn't come to Govardhan Eco Village. Otherwise, you would have find peacock. So he was searching, searching, and he was not finding only. At last, the crow goes to a zoo. And in the zoo, the crow sees a peacock. And he goes to the cage and tells to the peacock, oh my dear sir, you are the most happiest bird in the whole creation. You are certified by the all birds. The peacock, what? I am the happiest one? I don't think so. Come on, sir. You have so many multicolors. Just imagine, just see red, blue, yellow, white. All the colors are there on your body. You are the happiest. So then the peacock, but I am not the happiest, peacock tells. Well, what I am, I know now. What you are certifying me? I am not the happiest. The crow tells her, how come you are not the happiest? All are telling you are the happiest. All are telling you have Mercedes Benz. All are telling you have a home in the Malabar Hill. All are telling you have crores of rupees. How come you are not the happy? You are telling that I am not happy. So then the peacock tells that, just see, Just see my life. Peacock tells that the whole day I spent my time inside this caves. People come and they stand before me and they take selfies with me. I can't go around. I am just inside this four wall. That's it, my life. And my life is miserable. Peacock says that. Just see wherever you find any peacock, you will find them in the supervision of some human being. They are captured animal. We don't have any freedom to move around. So then I didn't think in this perspective. So then the crow asks, then whom you think the more happiest bird? The peacock tells, my dear sir, you are the most happiest bird. The crow, me? I said, not at all. So how come I am the happiest bird? So the peacock says that, just see, you went to the swan. The swans are in the lake, right? You went to the parrots. They were in the some, you see in some home, they keep the parrots. And then you went to me, peacocks, and you find most of the peacocks in zoos. Have you ever seen any crow they keep in the home or in the zoo? No. So you are the most happiest because nobody keeps you. You can roam around anywhere you want. Your life is totally independent life. You have the whole freedom. Then the crow thinks, oh yes, I never thought in that direction. And then the people, oh, I'm the most happiest. That is what Krishna is telling here. Yastu Atmaratir eva syad Atma triptascha manava. The person who is connected with his own heart, Atma tripta. If he is satisfied in the heart, then he will never compare with so many persons. Otherwise, the whole life goes in comparing with others. And then we make our whole life miserable. God has given us so many beautiful things to release it, to see it, to enjoy it. But problem happens, we all our eyes are always on what is happening in the neighbor's house, what is happening in my friend's house, what is happening their house. अच्छा उसका ये हो गया क्या? अच्छा तुम्हें मालूम नहीं? अच्छा. Then we start processing all these things. Then everything we feel in our brain. And what is there in our life, we miss the beautiful moments of our life. And that is what happening. And that's what Krishna is telling. Don't put in other people's business. Just focus in your own life and connect with yourself. The main goal of human life is that Atmani eva cha santushta, means the Atma, that we are the Atma, that is called self-realization. And that is what the spirituality begins with. Self-realization means realizing that we are not this material body, but we are the spirit soul inside the body. This is called theoretical thing I do. Almost if you tell to somebody, हाँ हमको पता है ना आत्मा है, इसमें क्या बड़ा चीज है, we know we are soul. That is called theory. But to practically realizing it is another thing. That is what Krishna is telling. That a person will realize that Atmani eva cha santushta, then only he will be satisfied. Otherwise, theoretical knowledge will not work. You see, na? Sometimes they keep parrots and they make him chant, chant Hare Krishna, then the parrot also tell Hare Krishna tells. But when the cat comes and catches parrot's neck, try, he will shout. You won't shout Hare Krishna because you are not trained like that way. When the original, that is what called theoretical knowledge. So when the practical realization is not there in the heart, you won't get that satisfaction, happiness. And that is what Krishna is telling that. And if a person realized that he is not this body, he is the soul, then the whole world is for him is happiest world because he is deriving happiness from within. Eh? And that is the goal of spiritual process. Whatever practices we are practicing, if we are practicing it with sincerity, keeping our heart on it, then for sure Krishna is telling that you will get connected to me, and you are not this big. See, whatever happiness you are trying to derive from this material world, that is based on the bodily plan. You want to eat in some restaurant, ताज होटल में जाके खाएंगे, वैसा टेस्ट रहता है. Something in the bodily platform. I'll drink that, I'll enjoy that. So whatever you will try to do, everything is bodily platform, and this body is not permanent. This body is temporary. Then how can that will give happiness? If you know that that is going to end after some time, then how can you become happy? Even though you will become happy, that happiness will remain for temporary time. But when you are connecting with soul, soul is not temporary, soul is permanent, eternal. Mame vamsa jiva loko jiva bhuta sanatana. Krishna is telling Sanatana. I am Sanatana and you are also Sanatana. You are not your body, but your soul is Sanatana. So try to understand, try to realize that you are the soul. And the moment you realize that you are the soul, then you will be happy. That is what, and on this platform, this kind of satisfaction will come. That is what Krishna is telling to Arjuna in this sloka. So, very nice sloka. Then we'll go to the next sloka, 3.18. Basically, these three sloka, Krishna tells the same concept, but in a different angle. 3.18 will read, Naiva tasya kritenartho na kriteneha kaschana na chasya sarvabhuteshu kaschid artha vyapasraya. So here now Krishna is telling very important concept again he is telling. Now what he explained in 3.17, keeping that in the background, he is telling in 3.18 that such a person who is connected eh, in the heart, that he is the soul, connected with God. Such a person, if he does something, there is no gain. Even though if doesn't do something, there is no loss. Just imagine. Because why? Naiva tasya kritanartha. It doesn't gain by performing, by doing some activity, it doesn't gain anything. Na krite na kaschana. And there is no loss even though he doesn't do the activity. Why? Why? Because kaschid artha vyapasraya. Because he is fulfilled, satisfied in the heart. Because whatever he needs, already he got in the heart. In the heart, already he achieved diamond. So he will not run for the pebbles of this world. So even though he got success, ठीक है. Even though he got failure, ठीक है. Because why? Because he has a rich culture, a rich satisfaction, a rich kind of a wealth he has in the heart. So he, for the material failure and material success doesn't bother him much. That doesn't mean that he will not do activity. He will do his activity and he will do his best activities with the best effort. But if you get a success, okay, it's okay. But a normal material person, if you get a success or one person got a lottery and he becomes so much happy that he got a heart attack and he died there only. You got a lottery, heart attack, died. What is the point of winning the lottery then? That is called material happiness. Because for them, winning the lottery is everything. That is the life. So they cannot handle that much. For a devotee, ठीक है ना, what's our big thing? Money only ना. मरने के बाद थोड़ी money लेके जाऊंगा. They will accept it. ठीक है, everything. Not so excited. And certain some persons they got a bankrupt or some kind of a money problem, anything, crisis, they do suicide, they end their life. Why? Because everything they measure from the money perspective. But for a devotee, even though bankruptcy or some crisis, ठीक है ना, we are getting the time to chant Hare Krishna, do some seva to Krishna. आज 5 स्टार होटल में नहीं जाएंगे तो नॉर्मल होटल में चले जाएंगे. What's so big deal? They are always adaptability. They have the adaptability to change themselves according to time, place, circumstance. But a non-devotee, they put themselves in a material designation. Myself means so and so person. I should go to the Taj Hotel only. And some crisis happen. How can I go to a Thelawala hotel? And what people will tell about me? Better commit suicide and end the life here. That is called material, so-called identity crisis. But for a devotee, okay, today I have money, I'll go to Taj Hotel. Tomorrow I don't have money, I'll eat from a Thelawala hotel. It's okay. Anyhow, need some food to eat because I'm not this body, I'm the soul. So the identity of a devotee is based on the soul, not on the body. But a materialistic person, his identity is based on everything on the body, not on the soul. And there is a famous incident. One Hollywood actress, very famous Hollywood actress, and she was going in a car and she saw a white hair on his head. White hair. And she got a shock. My God, white hair. What will happen to my fans? The fans, there are so many fans she had. And what they will think? I'm going to become old. Come on. And she couldn't handle that. That what happened to my fan following? If they will see my white hair, all my fan following will be reduced. And she can't imagine for 7 days she didn't come out from his home. She locked herself in the room. And on the seventh day, she committed suicide. Just imagine, famous Hollywood actress, and so much of thousands of fan following all over the world. But what happened? The identity is on the bodily platform. They think that I am so and so. And this body is not going to stay like that for the eternity, right? We are going to become old. The skin will become wrinkled. And no matter how many cosmetics you apply, it will become wrinkled, old as death will come eventually. So when the identity is based on this kind of a situation, which will be decomposed, destroyed over the time, and that is how the problem comes in the life. And Krishna is telling, and always we should focus on the reality, the real truth that we are the soul. And the person who realizes that this material world's ups and downs will not bother him. They are always ready to adapt themselves in any situation of this life because they are they are in the world, but simultaneously they are not in the world also. You're getting just like a lotus flower in the water. If you see a lotus flower, and the lotus flower in the water, even though the water falls on the lotus leaf, everything you will see the water can't wet the lotus flower. Always it comes out of the water. Similarly, devotees, they are in the material world, but their consciousness is always connected to Krishna, spirituality. And whatever happen in the material world, they just tolerate it and they just do the needful and they carry on their life in their spiritual journey. Because ultimately, one day, everything we have to leave, right? Whatever it may be. You may be having crores of rupees or a palatial building, so much so thing. But ultimately, everything you have to live, right? So, a devotee in his consciousness, he practices that while he is living in the material. But for a non-devotee, while living the world, it becomes very troublesome. Why? Because he is not ready to give up all these things, attachment. And that is how the death become very miserable. And that's what Krishna is telling, my dear Arjuna, be connected with yourself. You are not this material body. You are not this so-called Arjuna. You are the soul, part and parcel of me. And focus on that. Don't be get carried away with all this bodily relations. And that is what Krishna is explaining here in 3.18. Now in 3.19, Krishna is giving the injunction further and clarifying the point nicely. 3.19. Tasmad asakta sapatam karyam karma samachara asakto hi acharam karma param apnoti purusha. So Krishna is telling Tasmad Asakta Satatam. So therefore, my dear Arjuna, Krishna is telling further, and Tasmad, therefore, Asakta Satatam. Asakta means Arjuna, therefore, how should you do the activity? Krishna is telling the beauty, the law of performing activities. Tasmad, therefore, Asakta Satatam. Therefore, while doing your activity, Asakta, detach from that. Do your activity, take full responsibility of that activity, but in a detached manner. Tasmat asakta satatam karyam karma samachara. In that mood, karyam karma samachara. Do your activity. Asakta hi acharam karma. And perform your activity asakta, without attachment. Parama apnoti purusa. Then you will get param gati. You will get liberation. So this will happen when everything is connected. See, 3.17, 3.18, 3.19. So when you are connected within, that you are the soul, and the soul is connected with God, and when you are in that connection, then only you can detach yourself from the material world, right? Just like in the Bhagavatam, the example comes, Sukadev Goswami tells that when a person is walking on earth, when he puts his front leg and takes the support, then only he can uplift the behind leg. And without taking the support, the front support, he cannot uplift the behind leg. When you take a support, you can leave something. So when you are attached to something, you can detach from something. So when you are attached to the spirit, you can detach to the matter. Getting the point? Otherwise, you will get attached to the matter. Right? So that's why always I take this example. And so if a child is eating sukdi, sweet, a child is eating a sukdi, and suppose you give say gulab jamun in the hand of the child, then what he will do? He will throw the sukdi and he will take the gulab jamun, right? Because gulab jamun is more tastier, so he will throw detach from the sukdi attached to the gulab jamun. Similarly, the detachment to the material activity will not come organically. Sometimes people say, अरे प्रभु जी अभी ये थोड़ी टाइम है सब करने के लिए. जब बुढ़ापा आ जाएगा, when you become old, then you should do all this activity. I say that the time will never come, because the detachment doesn't come with time. The detachment comes with the knowledge and practices. Nothing happens automatically with the time. You have to put your energy, and if you are attaching yourself to the spirit, to Krishna, then only you detach from the matter, material energy. So if the attachment is to the higher energy, to the spirit, to Krishna, then automatically detachment happens from the material world, from the materialistic life. And that is what Krishna is focusing here, telling that try to practice spirituality, chant Hare Krishna, read Bhagavad Gita, take darshan of Lord, offer prasadam to Lord, and hear about Lord's activity, speak about Lord's activity, and remember about Lord's. eh, By doing all these things, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, what we are doing, we are attaching ourselves to Krishna, to the God. eh. We are attaching our consciousness to the higher power, to the God. And then automatically, the more you are attaching to the spirit, the more you are attaching to the God, the more you are detaching to the material. Automatically it will happen. You can't be in two direction. You can't put leg in the two boat. Well, if you are going to the one boat, then automatically you will leave the another boat. And the Prabhupada used to always say, Krishna consciousness and sense gratification cannot go together. Not possible. And if you are practicing Krishna consciousness spirituality, then automatically and the sense gratification, material activity, that will be declined. That will be declined. So automatically it will happen. And the beauty of practicing Krishna consciousness is that um, happily you will give up sense gratification. Happily will give up, because you are getting a higher taste, right? So it's not that अरे प्रभु जी मुझे खाने का इच्छा है, मना किया है उसना चलो तो, and not like that, not artificial. I remember when I started practicing Krishna consciousness, I used to eat all kind of things, and then when I left, I didn't realize only, and then I realized, oh, since 1 month I have not eaten all that things. So it happened very organically, and happily will do that. And that is how it's so practical, practicing Krishna consciousness spirituality. And that is how in this section of verses today, what we discussed from 17, 18, 19, Krishna is introducing the concept of Niskam Karma Yoga, that how connecting ourselves with the higher power, with the God, if you try to practice the spirituality, then automatically you will detach from the lower things, material energy, and material world. And that is how we are preparing ourselves to go into the higher realm. And that's how for a devotee, the death also become very easy and happy way of going to the next world. Why? Because already is attached to the spiritual things. And death is a junction where he's happily going to that world. But problem happens when a person has not practiced this, his whole attachment is to the material world, to his properties, to his bank balance, to his vehicles, to his relatives. So when death comes, it's very painful for that person. Why? Because there is no higher attachment, and the soul is coming out. So what is attached to the material world, the material relation, it is going to cut now. So then more pain happens. That's how you get more pain. So that's how spirituality, when a person practices, its preparation, the lifetime preparation, and death act an examination and to pass to the next higher level. That is the beauty of spirituality. So I'll today's discussion I'll end here, verse number 19, and then next week we'll discuss from verse number uh, 20, because a new concept example Krishna is going to introduce from verse number 20 that we will discuss. Also, I would like to tell that this week, Saturday, is Gita Jayanti, very special day. This is the day when Lord Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. We are discussing Bhagavad Gita. So this is the birthday of Bhagavad Gita, Saturday, Moksha Ekadasi. So all over the world, people are distributing Bhagavad Gita, uh, especially because of this Gita Jayanti. We have a Gita marathon. Gita marathon. I heard marathon for running race. First time I heard Gita marathon in Iskcon. So in Gita marathon, people come and they try their best to distribute Bhagavad Gita as much as possible. So I request all of you also, if possible, try to distribute some Bhagavad Gita to your near and dears, to relatives, to whomever you know. You can find Gitas from any of the Iskcon center. Probably you might be seeing in Bombay, people were distributing different stations, different places. And if you don't have time to distribute, there is other option also. We have Gita Dan, where you can sponsor Bhagavad Gita, and whatever amount of Bhagavad Gita you will sponsor. There are some places where people can't afford Bhagavad Gita to study, like some village places, tribal places, and also school children. So we have a team who goes to such kind of places and they distribute Bhagavad Gita to the needy people. So if you are sponsoring the Bhagavad Gita on your name, then on your name, they will distribute Bhagavad Gita to those people. So that is also one scheme is there, that is called Shastra Dan scheme. So whatever is possible, either by your time or either by your wealth. So whatever way possible, try to distribute as much as possible Bhagavad Gita. Already I have shared that poster for Bhagavad Gita. You can see that. Apart from that, uh, every quarterly we have a yatras. Last quarterly we had a Jagannath Puri Yatra. Hope everybody enjoyed Jagannath Puri Yatra. So the next quarterly yatra we are taking to South India. Uh, Already the poster I have posted in the group, and those who are interested to go South India on January month, kindly register for that yatra. Uh, Three places we are going to cover: Rameshwaram, Madurai, Srirangam temple. Three places we are going to cover in this 4 days yatra. So already people are registering. Those who are interested, please do it soon so that we can confirm your bookings. Hare Krishna. Anybody have any questions or any comments? Please, you all can unmute yourself and you can say. All can on your video so that I can get to know who all are attending. Sagar, Manisha, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Parampara Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Any comment on today's discussion? Any point you like to share or any questions? Anything? Feel free to share with others. Manisha Mataji, you want to say something? Unmute
Sir,
yourself.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. It was a very nice session. I joined little late, तो थोड़ा सा miss हो गया starting का. But what you said, consciousness का, it was very nice. Of course, it will take some time for me to understand because I'm just new to all this.
Okay. Can you please just introduce yourself, Mataji? How come you joined when we met?
Jagannath Puri I had come, Prabhuji.
Oh, Jagannath Puri
In
Yatra, you were there, right?
October I had come to Jagannath Puri.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
it was very nice that Radha Krishna ka, this was very good. Manjari Mataji was there. And that other Mataji was also there. It was very nice.
Acha, 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 acha. Good, good. Yeah, you are there in the yatra.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So where you are staying, Mataji?
Parel. Mumbai
Parel.
Parel.
Parel. You visited Govardhan Eco Village?
Yes. I had visited last year. During Yatra, I had visited in June.
June, okay.
And I'm planning to do every year.
Every year.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Parampara Prabhu, you want to share something?
No, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You are in Udupi, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Udupi Dham ki jai. How is our little Radha?
It's her birthday today.
Today birthday, are wah.
Apurva.
Birthday girl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, little Radha. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. How are you?
I'm fine, Prabhuji.
Fine. You are missing our Jagannath Yatra, Jagannath Puri Yatra?
You're missing our yatra. Yes.
Yes,
Yes. What drama will do the next Yatra? Very nicely acted in the drama.
thank you, Prabhuji.
All were missing, all were telling that little Radha and Krishna, they were very nice. So how old are you now?
10.
10 years. Wow. Today is your birthday. Day after tomorrow, Saturday is Gita's Bhagavad Gita's birthday also coming, right? You know, Gita Jayanti.
We are going to, we have a yajna in Iskcon Kudupu, Mangalore. So we are going there. We have programs. We have 5 yajnas there. We will recite all the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, and there is one Radhanath Swami Maharaja disciple is there, Jagannath Tirth Prabhu. He is our head of the DT department. He is doing the yajna. So some 5 yajnas are there, Purusha Sukta, and many yajnas are there.
Jai, Jai. Yes, here also we are in our congregation, we are doing on Gita Jayanti, we are doing a Sobha Yatra, and then we are going to recite the 18 chapters in 2 hours. It will take around 2 hours to recite all the sloka, 700 sloka. Then we have a small drama, dance, and a talk in our congregation. Nice. So I think you attended first time, Prabhu, today's our online discussion.
Yes, Prabhuji. Last time it was Jagannath virtual tour which you took, Jagannath Puri. That also.
So how was the Gita's class?
Yes, Prabhuji. Very nice. Very brief, but very summarized way of telling. Your examples are very nice. You know, the story of the crow looking for happiness in others, that we can see in ourselves. That is a very nice point. You know, we can see that in our daily lives also, like what we see in if we try to find happiness in others, we will never be able to find it. The happiness, I think Maharaj's quote is there. I think some quote I heard saw today, like satisfaction is the biggest happiness, or something around that. So very nice story for that. Like Bhagavad Gita is kind of theoretical, but when you add beautiful stories to it, it makes it wonderful for you. Thank you very much. It was Very nice.
Whatever Krishna inspires, it comes on the spur of a moment. I didn't plan anything. Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
good to see you. Please
Yes.
keep attending the classes. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Anybody else want to share anything else?
Prabhuji, it's going to be every Wednesday because I want
Ah,
to invite my other friends also.
yes. Most every Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Because I like the way you explain in a very simple way. So we can also understand very nicely you explain. Especially that Hollywood ka gave that example. It's indeed true actually. We are so mesmerized, बाहरी दुनिया से हम इतने बनावटी दुनिया में हम लोग इतने इम्प्रेस हो जाते हैं that once the reality comes to us, we are not able to accept it. मतलब जैसे old age अगर आना था, she couldn't take accept the old age phase.
Yeah. Everything is there in Bhagavad Gita, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Great. Hare Krishna. Yes, Manjari Mataji, you want to share something? Mataji is watching everyone.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I have nothing to say today.
I liked your gift. It was very nice. Then I saw that you made the whole blue ocean. And Jagannath ji was there inside the ocean. It's like Jagannath ji is coming floating from the ocean.
No, that's because Puri, in Puri is got a beach. That's why.
Yeah. Actually, Jagannath ji, the first deity of Jagannath ji was made from a log of wood that came floating from the ocean only.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's I remember by seeing that, oh my God, Jagannath is coming from the ocean. And then I kept on the table, then I was seeing that everything, so many things we put in. The pearls are there, stones are there, even few grasses he put there. So many, and I think there is a shark also there in the water.
yeah, it's either a shark or dolphin, I think.
Lot of so nice creativity you have. Very nice.
That's why I took the sand from the Puri beach for my next project.
Wow, that's very nice. How much time it takes to make all these things?
It depends on the size and it depends. You have to do it in stages because it has to dry before doing the next thing.
So you put some kind of a glue on that, eh?
No, it's resin. That itself is what makes it stick. So you have to
अच्छा. So
combine two chemicals
the
and
resins are ready-made, you get that or you have to make something?
you get a resin and you get a hardener. So like we combine araldite to make a chemical. So you have to combine two things in a particular ratio. And then you have a certain amount of time to finish your work.
Oh.
It starts setting. So if you lose out on that time, you can't. That goes waste.
So what is the name of this art? What you make?
It's resin art.
Resin art, eh? Wow. Very nice. Very nice. So any point you want to share from the class? Any reflection?
No, I mean, it was nice today's concept, and I mean, I don't have any comments on today's thing. Anushka, want to say hello? Just say no.
Okay. So Gita Jayanti is coming. Try to do something. Give Bhagavad Gita gift to your near and dear or any relatives if you want to give. That's that Saturday's Bhagavad Gita Jayanti. All are good in the family.
Yes, Prabhuji, my daughter's visiting. It's time for her to go back. So it was a busy month for me.
When you are planning to come to Govardhan Eco Village next?
I don't know. Let's see, whenever it happens. I don't drive, so it's difficult. Come.
Okay, fine. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Like Vikas Prabhuji has written in March, you should take us to Ayodhya Dham. He's written in the
Where
comment.
is Mr. Vikas ji? Please come and tell. Don't write in the comment. Give your darshan. I'm only seeing Sagar. Sagar, right? Vikas. Hare Krishna, Mr. Vikas Oja. Are you there?